In 1914, a mother brought her mute daughter to Steiner. The girl hadn't spoken since witnessing her father's death 3 years earlier. Doctors said her vocal cords were fine. The trauma had simply frozen her voice. Steiner placed his hand over the child's heart and said quietly, "Her voice isn't trapped in her throat. It's locked in her heart. When the heart learns to speak again, the voice will follow." He taught the mother a specific exercise for the heart's 16-petalled lotus. 6 weeks later, the girl not only spoke, she described things she couldn't possibly know, because when Steiner opened her heart, he opened what he called the organ of spiritual feeling. Welcome back, heart warriors. You've developed sight. You've developed hearing. Today you develop something even more powerful, the ability to feel truth directly, not emotional feeling, spiritual touch, the heart that knows without thinking. Here's what destroys people. We live in a world that tells us to protect our hearts. Build walls. Don't feel too much. Stay safe in the head. Steiner said this is exactly backwards. The heart isn't meant to be protected. It's meant to be developed. It's literally an organ of perception, more accurate than the brain. Listen to what Steiner revealed. From his 1910 lectures in Berlin, the heart chakra contains 16 petals. 8 were developed in ancient times and now sleep. 8 must be developed through conscious effort. When all 16 vibrate together, the human being gains the capacity to feel the inner nature of all things. But here's the key. These aren't metaphorical petals. Steiner claimed they're actual etheric structures that can be photographed by sufficiently sensitive instruments. The heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, 60 times stronger than the brain. The HeartMath Institute has shown this field extends several feet and interacts with other people's fields. But Steiner knew something deeper. He said this field isn't just electromagnetic, it's the physical expression of a spiritual organ that can literally feel the quality of anything it touches. Dr. Ida Wegman documented an extraordinary demonstration. Steiner would hold his hand over a patient's heart area, about 6 inches away. Without asking questions, he would describe their emotional history, their karmic burdens, even specific traumatic events. When asked how, he simply said, "The awakened heart reads the book of human experience." He taught selected students to develop the same capacity. Here's what's incredible. Steiner said 8 petals are developed through meditation, but 8 are developed through how you live. He called them the 8 virtues of the heart. Right speech, words that heal, not harm. Right action, deeds from love, not ego. Right livelihood, work that serves life. Right effort, persistence without force. Right mindfulness, presence without judgment. Right concentration, focus without tension. Right understanding, wisdom beyond knowledge. Right intention, will aligned with good. Miss even one, and the lotus remains partially closed. Steiner gave a serious warning about forced heart opening. The unprepared heart, suddenly opened, feels the pain of the world so intensely it can break. This is why many sensitives become depressed or overwhelmed. They've opened the lotus without developing the strength to handle what it perceives. The exercise I'm about to teach you develops both strength and sensitivity. It opens the lotus petal by petal, building your capacity to feel without being destroyed by feeling. Some might feel warmth, expansion, or even emotional release. Old heart wounds often surface to be healed. Trust the process. Place your hand on your heart. Feel its rhythm. This isn't just a pump, it's the throne of your spiritual self. Take 3 breaths directly into your heart center. Imagine your heart has lungs of its own. First breath, your heart breathing in light. Second breath, your heart expanding with life. Third breath, your heart remembering its true nature. Now visualize in your heart center a closed lotus bud, 16 petals tightly furled. This is your spiritual heart waiting to bloom. We'll open it in 2 stages. First, the 8 ancient petals that sleep, then the 8 that await conscious development. Begin with the sleeping petals. These open not through effort, but through recognition. Speak inwardly. Ancient heart wisdom, awaken. What I knew before birth, remember. What I felt before thinking, return. Feel or imagine 8 petals gently opening. These are your inherited capacities: empathy, compassion, intuition, love, gifts from humanity's past. Rest in this partial opening. Your heart already knows more than your mind. Feel its ancient wisdom stirring. Now the conscious petals. These open through intention and practice. For each virtue, feel a new petal unfurling. Right speech. Feel a petal open as you commit to words that heal. Right action. Another petal as you choose love over ego. Right livelihood. A petal for work that serves life. Right effort. Opening to persistence without force. Right mindfulness. A petal for presence without judgment. Right concentration. Opening to focus without tension. Right understanding. A petal for wisdom beyond knowledge. Right intention. The final petal will aligned with universal good. 16 petals now open. Feel your heart as a blooming lotus, not just an organ, a sun radiating spiritual light. Now, Steiner's activation technique. Breathe normally, but feel each breath passing through your open heart lotus, in through the petals, out through the center. As you breathe through your spiritual heart, it begins to perceive. What do you feel? The quality of the space around you, the presence of unseen beings, the texture of thoughts. This is clairsentience awakening, clear feeling. Your heart learning to touch what your hands cannot. Now the advanced practice. Think of someone you know. Don't visualize them. Feel them with your heart. What quality do they carry? What does their essence feel like? This is how the awakened heart knows people, not by appearance, but by spiritual texture. You're learning the language of direct feeling. Slowly, gently, let the intensity fade. The lotus doesn't close, it simply relaxes, ready to open fully whenever needed. Place both hands on your heart in gratitude. You've awakened humanity's most powerful organ of perception. Take 3 breaths to integrate. Breathing normally, heart wisdom integrating. Returning transformed. Open your eyes when ready. Notice how the world feels different. Colors might seem more alive, people's emotions more tangible. This is your heart adding its perception to your other senses. Steiner prescribed breathing through the heart lotus several times daily, but more importantly, live the 8 virtues. Each conscious choice strengthens the petals. The heart lotus, he said, is the only chakra that develops through moral action as much as meditation. That mute girl, her mother later wrote, when she finally spoke, her first words were, "Mama, I can feel Papa's love. He's not gone, he just changed addresses." She hadn't just regained speech. She'd gained the ability to feel beyond the physical. Now she helps others heal their heart wounds. I'll leave you with Steiner's most profound statement about the heart. The brain thinks in concepts. The heart thinks in realities. When humanity learns to think with the heart, the world will transform. For the heart cannot think an untrue thought. It feels immediately when something is false. Today, you've begun thinking with your heart. Place your hand on your heart one more time. Feel its expanded capacity. 16 petals of perception, your spiritual sun, your truth detector, your love generator. This is how you'll navigate the world now, feeling your way to truth. Trust your heart, it knows. Tomorrow, day 17. Reverence and devotion, the feeling Steiner called essential for initiation. Learn why Steiner said without reverence, all spiritual development becomes dangerous egotism. But today you have a lotus blooming in your chest. Feel with it, know with it, love with it. The world needs hearts that can feel truth. Until tomorrow, awakened hearts, may your feeling light the way.